What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of The Long Dark. So, part 2 of our survival series here in Canada. We're going to jump back in where we were. So, I think we were in the, I've made a note here. We're in the logging camp. Yeah, we're in a trader in the logging camp. We'll see now in a second. And we had just looted 2 of them, I believe, and an external building. Have a look at how we're doing. Alright, we need to eat and drink soon. We're only down to 900 calories, but we want to loot this and then see what we can get our hands on. A worn fleece. Now this is gonna be huge. Micro mid layer, light but not particularly windproof. I don't think we have a mid layer on, so I'm gonna get this on straight away. Oh, that's a mid layer. Yeah. No, I thought this was going to be better for us than it was. No, we're good still where we are. But we can definitely use that later. I'm going to put this rifle away just so I can see a bit better. Again, I do apologize about the darkness, ladies and gentlemen. I heard myself stutter there again. I do apologize about the darkness. It's just the way the game is actually designed. It's supposed to be dark. Hence why it's called The Long Dark. Oh, please kill me now. I don't have a knife, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have a hunting knife yet. I do have a hatchet. I remember getting that. Here's some reclaimed wood. Not sure if I should take it, actually. I am weighed down. So it may be an idea to leave stuff like that behind. It's not the biggest resource that we can get. The most major one, anyway. We can go a bit overweight, but I think it consumes more calories. And an energy bar, that's also going to be huge. I think our primary focus right now should be food, weapons, and medical supplies over everything else, and tools if possible, and when possible. Okay, new wool socks. Bang the porks and beans. Okay. New wool socks, worn sports socks. Where are these wool? Yeah, they're definitely going to be better than what we got. Absolutely, we're going to put them on straight away. We're 5 kilos overweight, so we need to be careful about what we're grabbing here. I don't see anything else. Just this bit of reclaimed wood, which we don't necessarily need right away. How are we doing for time? We got 5 hours. We kind of want to get somewhere pronto. And I think it's day 1. Ooh, aha. Day 1, I don't think wolves spawn, but I wouldn't quote me on that. There. How are we doing? It's minus 6 degrees. It ain't so bad. He's moaning, but it's not that bad, so we're going to keep going. So basically the plan now at the moment is I'm going to make my way around. I think I do remember where I am from here. If we follow this track around, we're going to get to a either the dam or a railroad of sorts. And if we can find the railroad, I can make my way to the lake. And if I can get to the lake, I can start setting myself up for a bit of a projected long-term survival. So we want to basically find a place. There are workbenches in several of the structures scattered around all the various different maps, and at those you can craft certain items using hides and things like that, which we will scavenge from animals as we go along. Over there you can see that little tree that is poking out, that tiny little branch looking thing that is quite distinct. That is a sapling, and we will want to collect several of those in order to construct certain items as we proceed along, like arrows and a bow and other things that I am now forgetting, but we are not going to grab them right now because we are actually remarkably overweight. We're 5 kilos, and I remember there being rail cars on the... Is that an item? No. I remember there being rail cars on the rail track when I get to it, so I'm going to want to have a bit of extra breathing space for picking up any spare items we may find there. So we've looked out on getting the rifle so far. That was a huge find to have that straight away. That's going to make things a lot easier in the coming days. Just because you have it doesn't mean you should use it. We should limit our use to it when possible. If we don't need to use it, we're not going to. If we can avoid engagements with wolves and various other animals and wildlife, we're going to avoid them. Because again, ammunition is a finite resource. We've got 5 rounds. I can't remember how to display that, but we only have 5 rounds that we found. There was no bullets in the rifle when we first found it, so that's going to make life a bit tough. A bit tough. Crows do indicate dead bodies, and I do believe I may see a dead animal. So, something may have killed it. Should be my concern. So we're going to be aware of that as we proceed. Here's the rail track anyway, I was right. And yeah, that is a body. Oh, there's a man over there as well. Let's see what's the crack with this carcass. It's frozen. So it does have hide, it does have meat, and it does have gut. How long would it take us to get that? The hide is something we're going to want. The sooner we can get those, the better. As you can see, we're getting dangerously close to bad territory there. I'm going to hustle over here to this guy and just see if there's anything around him major to loot. We're going to quickly search him. And he's got nothing. Okay, that's not good. Right. My guy's stomach is grumbling. So we're going to quickly, and again, use up the crappy food first. I'm going to actually drink one of these, because it will hydrate me and provides a quick burst of calories straight away. And it weighs quite a lot. And it's just going to keep me going. Just going to keep me going. I know I'm using up resources that I probably should try and conserve, because they'll probably last longer than any artificial oh, there's another guy. Jesus, right now, let's search him too. 2 bodies and a dead deer. That's a bad movie in the making. I'm not going to make that joke. We're going to make our way up this rail track. From what I remember, we will run into 2 carts along the way. We've got 3 hours of daylight left. We are getting cold. We are getting thirsty, and we are especially hungry. But we will, I reckon we'll make it to the rail cars. And then from there, it's not a long journey to the Mystery Lake, which is where we want to get to start making ourselves nice and comfortable. If the weather turns or something like that, we are in a bit of trouble. I will have to consume a lot of our resources straight away just to kind of set ourselves up in terms of energy and stuff like that in order to get to the destination we need to get to. We need to keep an eye on it. Our hunger is dropping rapidly. Our calories are definitely dropping rapidly too. It may be an idea just to consume some of the food we're actually carrying. So that could perk us up. Yeah, we're going to drink it cold. Screw it. And I think this is actually opened, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, banged up. Actually, well, we can use that. Screw it. Our temperature is not our primary concern at the moment. I can get warm if I need to, but I need to lose not only weight, but get calories and stuff. Yeah, we're in a much better position now. Again, we're cold, but we're not tired. We're not thirsty, and we're not majorly hungry, so I think we're in a much better position now. Definitely getting colder. As you can see, the icicles have just popped up in the bottom left of the screen there, so our concern now... Oh, there's some rail cars over yonder. Now, if I remember oh, it's a deer. No, it's dead. Okay, if I remember correctly, I think this is a spawn point for wolves, and that they especially spawn here. No, the weather is changing. We have 3 hours of daylight left. We need to haul ass and get along this rail track. This does lead to this what you call it, the lake. Definitely, I'm absolutely 100% of it. And once we get to the lake, we can start dropping certain resources that we're carrying and prioritize items and then sort through the loot and that and get a storage kind of thing going. There's a lot of loot in that cabin as well. And again, I said in the previous episode that while these maps aren't procedurally generated, the loot generation, however, is randomized every time you do load it up. So like the rifle won't always be in the tower. The rifle won't always be in the dam or wherever, you know what I mean? Like, this stuff is all variable. Flares are huge for us right now. Flares scare away animals. Not only do they provide a light source, but like if wolves come near you, you can pop out a flare, light it, and throw it at the wolf, and they will back up. It's got hide, but I don't want to hang out in the cold. It's just not worth it at this point for me. I think I saw a metal box here. Oh, a plastic container. Water bottles. Sweet. Chocolate bar too. That's a nice little lunchbox there. That's going to keep us going. Water is going to be something that we're going to be running tight on until we can get some fires going and we can purify and boil up some water. I think I see an item here. I do. Another pry bar. I'm not too sure that we need it, so I'm going to leave it there for a second.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
You're going to die if you warm up soon? Or don't warm up soon? Okay, that's not good, bro. I don't need to hear that right now. Okay. Items. Quick. Rifle cleaning kit. Good. Keep our rifle in good order. It's important that we look after our weapon. We're going to take it because we're here and we have it. Why not? If I don't go majorly overweight, and if you go a certain point past the weight limit, it will affect my your speed. So like if we hit that point, I'm going to have to leave items behind or consume resources in order to keep going. I am going to take this pry bar. It still hasn't put me over that limit. I don't see any other items in the immediate vicinity. I'm not going to hang around for too long. We will be passing through here, I'd say, a few times over the next few days, so I'm not overly concerned about checking out absolutely everything. Our condition is starting to deteriorate, unfortunately, so we need to get somewhere to get warm. We could warm up in the train. We could actually start a fire in there, but I reckon our best bet right now is to get to the cabin so that way we can set up for home, because again, the weather does look like it's changing. It's not only going to get dark, when that fog is coming in, I reckon that's going to bring some bad weather. You have to really pay attention to the weather in this game, because it can change at the drop of a hat, and like if you're in the middle of traveling from one point to the other, that can pretty much be GG, no re. And there's no save point in this. Like if you die, you die. You don't go back to the save. Like that's it. That's end of game. It's pretty hardcore like that. That just looked like a wolf for a second. I need to practice with my aim. Damn, like look at the bounce. Like this bro isn't a marksman. We'll need to be aware of that. From what I remember, it's just here on the left is the Mystery Lake, and only that is the cabin. There's a deer in the distance. All these deer are going to attract wolves, and depending on how efficient we are with our ammunition, there's a knack of kind of scaring wolves or scaring deer into wolves and then shooting the wolf / 2 or 3 deer or whatever, you know what I mean? But get the wolf to kill the deer for you and then kill the wolf while it goes to eat them. And then you can... There's some crows. Oh, bud! No. Oh. What? Aren't they meant to run away from you? That means something scared him. He's coming back. Oh, man. Wait, have they changed deer? Do deer attack you? Like, I don't know. Was that our belly? No, yeah, that's our belly. That's not something growling. That looks like it ran over here and something scared it. The wolves do scare wildlife into running towards you and stuff like that, and it gives you an indication that there's something amiss if you see the deer running and it's not from you. So there is a body over here. We're going to see what this bud has for us, if he has anything. There's a couple of feathers and stuff like that. We can use them to make arrows later. I'm not overly concerned about getting them right now. As far as I'm aware, arrows do small. I hear things. Please, oh. That deer. You need to back up, bro. You need to stay the hell away. Okay. Where's he gone? Alright, here, we're gonna get inside before our condition deteriorates any further. So here we go, we are at the cabin. We are next to a lake. I'm gonna get inside, I'm gonna start looting this place before it gets too dark for me to see. As you can see, there's loot straight away absolutely everywhere. The temperature is 4 degrees, so our temperature is going to start naturally coming back up, so I'm not overly concerned about lighting a fire straight away or anything like that. It is actually quite bright at the moment, so while it is quite bright, I am going to get this place looted. So I saw painkillers there, straight off the bat. And this is what I'm going to use. As you can see, the jerry can, there's loads of items here. I'm going to search these file cabinets straight away, and then I'm going to begin assigning them items. So one is going to be fuel. Oh, there's a torn toque. One is going to be fuel. One is going to be miscellaneous items and medical supplies and stuff like that. You know how it'll be, like kind of like that. We're going to put one of these across, and we'll maybe put, I don't know, half of these. I'd say 10. That sounds about like a good idea. And we'll keep one of these. Again, we're just going to divvy some resources out in order to spread the weight. Can I combine these? No. So I reckon some food items now. So basically any of our really long-lasting food items here, we are now going to transfer across. We're going to arrange this a bit better here. Anything that looks like it's going to last a while, we're going to stick across here. So that way we have them as a backup food supply, and we're going to hang on to the bits that we have on us there in order to make those last. We're going to make this we can make this a tool. A fly just buzzed past my head. Make this our tool item. Okay, we have a pry bar that's pretty much knackered. So I reckon we want to use that one up first. We're going to hang on to the near empty accelerant, and we're going to put the jerry can in there, which is most of the weight of what we're actually carrying. And we are going to chuck this in there. We're going to hang on to the flares. The flares are useful. Mountaineering rope weighs 5 kilos, man. Genie Mac. That is heavy. That is very, very heavy. And we have a sewing kit as well, so we're going to put one of those in here. We're going to hang on to the matches because they're useful. You never know, we might need them. Oh, we have 2 hatchets, so we're going to stick the not so good one. As you can see, we've actually lost 9 kilos there in weight. So the mountaineering rope was actually the majority of what we were actually dealing with there. I'm going to stick the... what else? What was I doing there? I was still doing tools, wasn't I? I'm going to stick this one hatchet in here. And I guess we'll put some wood in here too. So we do have a cedar log. And I do have some reclaimed wood. I'm going to transfer all of that across. And we have rose hips. I don't know if I can eat them or what the deal is. And we've got clothing we need to sort through now in a second. Okay, that's going to be enough inventory management for now. And now we're going to actually start looting this place. How are we doing in terms of weight? Okay, so we're better off than what we were. Items. Let me see. The hide that we did get, we need to drop that, basically. I think that's key 3. Nope, that's not what we want to do. Take it. Okay. We want to drop the hide. And the reason being, and we'll close that now, is that is, see the way it's 1% cured? It will start curing when we just leave it there. Okay, now let's loot this building while we have a wee bit of light. So as you can see, newspaper roll, reclaimed wood, bit of tinder there for us now. Happy days. We've got a bit of line. And as far as I'm aware, a hook spawns here too. And there's a storm lantern. I'm going to leave that there for the time being. I'm going to search through this drawer. Nothing in it. Okay, bugger. Again, check every nook and cranny. Here's a bit of accelerant. Nothing on the shelf. There's a first aid kit here. Worth a shot. Yeah.
I could use this.
Oh, wow. What's this? I've never seen one of these before. Emergency steroid injection. That's an EpiPen. Will provide short burst of entry, then you'll collapse from exhaustion. Use as a last resort. That's fair enough. Okay. Lovely. Alright. Let's check these things here. Anything in underneath? You can fiddle with the radio, but it won't do anything. Just add to the sense of despair. Okay, let's have a loot in and around here. I did see a lot of items in my travels in here when I was just depositing stuff there. Jerry can, whetstone, excellent. Where did the jerry can go? Back. Again, this is mainly inventory management. I do apologize about this, ladies and gentlemen, but this is actually quite important part of it. I'm going to move this out, and I'm going to now make this
Too much
the
stuff to carry.
fuel locker, if you understand my drift. If that makes sense. Okay. And by fuel, I mean lightables. We'll go with that. Ignition sources, because we will come across more. Okay. And then if I back out, which was the tool one, we'll actually transfer that back. And this as well. And we'll now make this the tool one, and that will make far more sense in my head. At least, anyway. Yeah, excellent. Sewing kit. And this is big 5 kilos thing. We'll chuck that over there. I don't see any other ones that we need to get rid of immediately. Okay, close this real fast. There's a lot of items here. Granola bar. Sweet. Actually, quite fond of granola bars in real. I actually make my own. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. Very good for you. Good source of carbs. Nice natural carbs. Good way of getting honey. And it's nice to snack on. When you're exercising and stuff like that, people are always like, you need to snack often and like a lot. In order to keep your sugar levels up and stuff like that. Because otherwise you're going to feel exhausted all the time when you're doing a lot of exercise and all that type of carry on. But you want to have like good carbs coming into your body. You know what I mean? Like stuff that's actually nutritionally beneficial to you. And it's going to make you feel like full up. Whereas if you just have sweets and like sugary things and stuff like that, like they don't make you feel full up. I'm going to apply a lot of my knowledge of nutrition in terms of exercise to this survival thing, and I'm going to hope that that can carry me through. Okay, nothing in this drawer. Nothing here. Okay, see there's a stove here too, so if we need to warm this room up, we can. Here's a newsprint, so that's more tinder for us. You know, we can do some swiping left and right to see if any ladies like us. You know what I'm saying? You know what it made a joke about Tinder. Shut up. It was funny. It was really funny. I hate you guys. No, I don't. Okay, let's check this cupboard. Let's hope. Yeah, more food. Excellent. More food. Excellent. Okay, I think that's pretty much this whole place. How is our guy doing? He is cold. He is not that tired, though. But he is hungry and he is thirsty. So I reckon our best bet will be to start a fire. Since we have X amount of daylight hours left, which means it's probably foggy outside. We can probably go out and get some tinder then. If not, we can go out and harvest that deer that we saw just outside. So I reckon what our best bet is probably do is start a fire. Gives us a 70% chance. There's not really much we can do to increase it, is there? We want to use a tinder plug. Like if I lit the book, it's a good chance of starting it, and that's going to increase our chances rather than wasting sticks right now. And matches, if you get me. Like, I think we want this to be successful, so yeah, we'll go with the book immediately. We won't use accelerant or anything like that. We're not in a dire situation yet, so we'll save the accelerant for when we're outside and we're, sorry, my voice got louder there because my chair kind of moved a wee bit. We'll save the accelerant for when we're outside and things are looking a bit more desperate. So we have a 90% chance of actually getting this lit. It looks like we're going to do alright. I reckon we're going to light it. As soon as we get this lit, I'm going to add some fuel to it so it lasts a bit longer, and I'm going to start boiling some water. Excellent. So our skill is now 51. As you can see, this fire is going to last 12 minutes. And I am going to add that on, and that is going to give us an hour. And how much reclaimed wood do I have? Each one always adds on another half an hour. So now we've got 2 hours of thing here. So I'm going to heat up this can of peaches, and I'm going to eat it because it is down to 34%, and I need to get some calories into me pretty much straight away. And we are going to consume it. So something to remember, when you cook something like this, you don't eat it straight away. So we need to exit out, and we need to go into our inventory, click food, and you'll see it here. It says hot, it says opened. It will only stay hot for so long, so eat it now. 450 calories brings us back up to 1,000. May have even restored a bit of hydration. Speaking of hydration, now we've got potable and non-potable water, or potable. Melting snow creates non-potable water. It's water that hasn't been purified. So I'm going to do 2 liters of it here now. And now we need to either purify it or boil it in order to purify it. We're going to boil it, because again, we're trying to eat up some time here. Because we're into nighttime now, so we're trying to use the heat as efficiently as we can. So now we have 2.5 liters of potable water. So good water for us to live off. And the rose hips, we can cook these by the looks of things. That may be using some of our water. That sounds like something's boiling. We're going to find out what they do. Rosehip tea? Okay. Rosehip tea. So we're going to back out, and I'm going to read what that does really quick. I think it's a medical supply now that I think of it. It's hot. Rosehips have long been used as an anti-inflammatory. It's an effective natural painkiller. Very good. Okay. That's good to know. That is good to know. Okay. Our boots are very heavy. Okay, we need to be aware of that. I am going to... You can actually take a torch. Or a brand, as you see here. And as you can see, it does have a limited duration. I think it actually provides an X amount of heat for you as well while you're outside. If you're ever walking and you need a little bit of extra heat. That's one way of getting it. Oh, we really can't see anything, man. How cold is it? It's only 3 degrees. -3, rather. I'm not moving because I think I hear something. Okay, the wind can actually, oh no, no, I need you. I need you. Please, equip it. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see the duration that was left. Not too long, so we want to be quick, smart about what we're doing here. We checked him, did we? Yeah, we did. Here's the lake. So we want to see if there's any rose hips down here. Rose hips are basically, or sorry, not rose hips, cattails. Cattails are they're like reeds that grow along the embankments. Here we go. Here's some here, right here. that are very, very light. They give you tinder, and not only tinder, they give you the tips, which you can actually eat, or the stalks. Actually, sorry, yeah, the stalks you can actually consume, apparently. I remember that from the last time I played through, and they're actually a really good kind of cheap survival resource. That they don't last forever. They don't respawn, as far as I'm aware. But they do give you an instant stack or a snack. They're about 150 calories each, from what I remember too. So they're a good way of just getting yourself into good shape, just before you kind of have yourself set up nice and stable. We won't really be stable. I think the wind is changing there now. That's making me think it's probably time for us to get out of here. I think our guy is pretty tired. We're pretty thirsty and hungry as well. So what we'll do is we'll get these last cattails. We're gonna make our way back inside, and we're gonna eat the stalks. And oh, this is about to run out. I like the new graphic, by the way. It looks a lot better now. I don't know if I'm gonna get burned or something like that if I hang on to it for too long. So I'll have to be aware of that. There's a lot of new mechanics currently operating here that I haven't experienced before. And that's a good thing, by the way. This game is quite enjoyable. I'm gonna ditch that because I have a feeling it's gonna burn me. I hear something. I ain't gonna mess around. Let's just get inside. I can't see at. I'm at a major disadvantage. Yeah, let's get inside. The fear. Again, this game really does play on the old the humanity there. Now you can really kind of you feel vulnerable. You realize how insignificant you really are in the grand scheme of things. There are bigger and scarier animals than us out in the world. Okay, here's a bed. So before I jump into the bed, we're gonna get our dude set up here. So we are going to consume water. Your guy will drink enough to sate himself. It doesn't say how much that is. So we drank half a liter. You pansy. You should probably drink a lot more than that. We are going to eat all of these cattails because they're just going to sort us out pretty swifty there. That being said, we'd probably be better off consuming this junk. Yeah, actually, no, we're going to eat the junk food like that first and just fill our guy up, because this stuff it's close to dying, or not dying, but like wearing out, and I reckon it'd probably make more sense to use the stuff that's going to go sooner. Okay, 8 hours of darkness left. We are going to sleep for... Oh, how tired is our guy? Hang on. He's pretty tired. Sleep for 4 hours, and we'll just see. We'll see how he does. Our condition was coming back up there, I believe, because we've got everything pretty much in the green. You have to bear in mind that like late at night or early morning and stuff like that, the temperature can be a bit finicky. We'll go for another 2 hours. Again, you can see our stuff is starting to collapse down again. So what we'll do is when we wake up now in the morning, we'll hydrate. Oh, and the weather has changed. You can hear it straight away there. What are we looking like? We are rested. Very, very rested. But we are thirsty and we are hungry. So what I am going to do is I'm going to eat the rest of these cattails. I'm just going to get all this down. And we keep our guy nice and stocked up. You know, like... Carrying calories means you have more weight on your person, which means your guy is going to consume more energy as he moves around. So it doesn't make sense to carry calories. It makes more sense to expend them and actually use them. There was a drawer over here, was there not? Yes. In this drawer, I am going to stash all of our non-equipped clothing items for the time being, until such time as I establish whether or not I'm going to break them down into cloth or use them for other things. Decent sports socks, that's good. Okay, Grant, so this is going to clear up a little bit more weight. It's all about just kind of micromanaging kind of the equipment that we have and using it efficiently. I think we actually have a scarf equipped and everything. That's pretty cool. Excellent. Okay. So we probably want to drink a bit of water now as well. No, back. I'll have to get out of that first, and then I'll have to drink a bit of water. And again, we're just going to keep our guy hydrated. And then we're probably going to sleep for another wee little while. Where are we? Our bud is peckish, and he's rested. We could probably do something else. I'm thinking maybe break these down. Yeah, we'll break this down. Break it down now. The phone's over. Check it out now. Oh, we found a magnifying glass. That was totally worth it. That's going to help us making fires. Excellent. And we're going to break this down and just get the wood from it. and we're going to use that later on to light fires. I'm basically just trying to use my time now efficiently. Our guy is rested and he's peckish, so he's going to want to get something to eat pretty soon. I can't really see anything here at the moment. Again, this is the inventory management end of things now. Now, as far as I remember, there was like a first aid thing and everything that you'd have to do. Like, if we click that, and I can't remember how to get into it. They appear to have changed the interface a wee little bit, or maybe this is it now. Drop decay. Drop decoy? That's probably like... Oh, no. No, I want it. Give me that back. That's probably to distract animals. We've got a campcraft, which is fire. And this. Wow. Okay. Light sources. Journal. So, 10 locations discovered. 6% of the world explored. 7 hours rested. 16 hours awake. 17 hours indoors. 7 hours outdoors. We've consumed nearly 4,000 calories. We've started one fire, travelled 6.5 kilometers, not gone anywhere near a wolf, and found 2 can openers, which I reckon are going to be vital. Current sandbox, all time. It doesn't show my... It is showing my test world, actually, that I did just previous to this. Or is it? No, it's not. I don't know. They survived. I burned that. I did this. Oh, cool. It tells you stuff that I've done. Day 1. Logging camp, forestry lookout, clear cut, train loading area. Okay, there are a lot of, how are we doing, what time is it? We got about an hour of darkness left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep for 1 more hour. That'll bring us into daytime. I'm hoping. Less than an hour of darkness left. Okay, cool. I'll just make my way back downstairs. That'll bring us close enough to daytime. So what I'm planning on doing is, I can barely see this, by the way. I'm just used to the layout of this building. That's why I'm able to navigate my way around. Our plan for the day, anyway, I'm going to lay out in the next episode, because that's a half an hour. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you are enjoying this series, please leave me a like on the video, just to let me know that I'm doing a good job. It'll help me out a lot. And if you do enjoy these videos, consider subscribing to the channel. It'll make it easier for you to come back and watch other videos. It helps me out a lot, lets me know I'm doing a good job as well. But it'll increase exposure for my channel, and make me a happy guy, please. And if you have any qualms or questions or concerns about anything I'm doing in these videos, leave me a comment down below. If you've noticed I've missed anything or want to help me out with something or explain something, also please leave a comment and help, please. Take care, Andy. Bye-bye.